Welcome back to the Chaos Corner at M's Crochet Chaos. I'm M, and today we're back for another crochet and chat, though I should probably call it a craft and chat today, as I don't plan on crocheting right now, but doing some crafts related to our crochet. So I would love for you to grab a project, a drink, and a snack and come hang out with me for a little bit while we get some crafting done. You might be asking yourself, why is today going to be a craft and chat instead of a crochet and chat? And well, January has come in pretty strong for me. 2026 has let themselves know they are here, and maybe not in the way that I would have hoped. In the first 2 weeks, there's been a lot that's been happening personally, decisions being made on my behalf that I had no choice in. And I'm trying to figure out my options going forward. Unfortunately, I need to know what the options are, and even those aren't really my choice right now. So while I'm waiting to know what opportunities might be available for me, I need something to feel like I have control in my own life. And that for me is crochet. I briefly mentioned in my first video, crochet came out as a pandemic hobby, as it was a rough time for me being a healthcare worker. During the pandemic, I was a bedside nurse, both in the intensive care unit and performing acute care dialysis, both of which put me really front and center in the middle of everything that was happening and taking care of extremely sick patients in impossible situations. Crochet came at a time when I was at a mental breaking point. It gave me a sense of control back into my life. And I feel I'm at one of those crossroads again. And so I'm anchoring myself back into my crochet. And my goal this year always has been to really fully commit to these videos, building a community here with crocheting, and putting myself out there to try and sell my products. My plan going into the year was to start to dip my toes in the water, get acclimated, and kind of see where things go from here. The crossroads I'm at right now, I feel like I've just belly flopped into the deep end. Now, the good news is I do know how to swim, and I've got some amazing support in my life. And I think ultimately, regardless of what decisions are made, I will be okay. But one of the ways I feel like I have control is really taking that belly flop and at the last minute trying to turn it into a dive and just go for it. So my Instagram, I started last year for myself to track the projects I'm working on and help me remember a year later where I was when I was working on things, how long it took, what I was able to accomplish. If I'm going to try and sell products, especially online, I realize I need to up my photography. And while looking into this, I certainly could buy some small backdrops, but I'm a crafter. I've got some wallpaper samples I had ordered. I've got some foam board. And I found out this morning there is a Dollar Tree not even 5 minutes away from my house. So I decided, why not try and create some backdrops myself? So I've got a few things to show you. So here's the wallpaper samples that I have, because I would love to put some wallpaper on this wall right behind the chair here. ultimately, of the two, this one is the one I'm leaning towards. Okay, between these two, this is the one I would go with. There's a couple other samples I would like to order in the future to see what I really want to have back there. But what am I supposed to do with this sample? I'm not going to put up a tiny piece of peel and stick on my wall. So I figured, great backdrop. The other design I have here are these gorgeous blue hydrangeas, which reminds me so much of home where I grew up. The hydrangeas are bright blue, bright pink, gorgeous purples, and I love this design. Unfortunately, it doesn't really go with the chair and the look of my office. I also found out this morning there is a new Dollar Tree that is down the road from my house. So I decided that's a great place to grab some contact paper, and I may have gotten some other things. So let's take a look of what I got. Okay, so there was definitely contact paper. I was able to get this kind of stone looking one, this blue gray background that I thought would be a nice contrast to the other two flower backgrounds that I have with the wallpaper, and this marble background. So I thought that would give some good options available. And of course, my actual floor is hardwood, so I have that as well. Now, I also got this nonstick shelf liner. I was hoping that that would make the TV tray that the knitting machine is on not wobble as much if it had a little bit of grip against the floor. And I got myself a new rotary cutter because the one I have is very old. It's a very tiny blade, but at least it would make things easier for our project. And I found out this Dollar Tree has yarn. So I mostly work on wearables, scarves, hats, shawls, blankets, etc. I I mentioned I started making plushies. That was the first thing I learned to make, and I do like making plushies, but I don't really like committing to giant things of chenille yarn unless I know that I've got a big plan for it, and I'm trying to figure out how much I enjoy plushies, if that's something I would like to have part of inventory or not. So, since Premier has their little Just Chenille skeins, and they're tiny and $1.25 each, I figured, let me get these and I can play around with making some amigurumi and then not have this big boatload of chenille for different colors. Not quite sure if I want to have enough for adding that into like an inventory list. So I got one skein of each of the chenille yarns that was available for me. So this is Iris. This is Deep Emerald. This is Gray. Exciting. This one is a Burgundy Medley, this one I think is the softest of all of them. I definitely have noticed there's a little bit of difference in the texture for them. I've got Mint. This is Hibiscus. I didn't realize that's what it's called. Yeah, that is spot on color for hibiscus. This one's Light Mauve. Another medley in navy. This one is Cocoa. Crimson. Oyster. And last but not least, pink. So I grabbed those and I figured that would be an easier way to kind of get an understanding of, okay, is this something I want to do in a more large scale versus when I kind of do them one off? So that's what I got from Dollar Tree. But now it is time to craft. Also makes more sense where it fits the whole way. Smart cookie. Smart cookie over here. You have your master's degree. You're a gifted, talented kid with ADHD that wasn't diagnosed until your 30s. Way to live into that. Okay, so we have, after all that, some marble, some stone, a nice blue laurel kind of pattern, and wildflowers, and last but not least, our hydrangeas. So I think that is a really nice start to get things going. Lastly, for today, just wanted to do a little update of the crocheting that happened this week. It wasn't the week started strong, and I know last video I talked about it. I wanted it to be a whip week. That didn't quite happen. So first, the only whip that I can truly say got worked on is our Astral Advent wrap, and I am in love with these last few rows and the way that they have transitioned. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4 that were added on this week. Love how these last two especially worked up. I was so excited to get to the skein, and then even this one. This to me just screams the beach. It screams like sea glass, saltwater taffy. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. This is our 12th skein, so we are officially halfway done with this wrap. I'm very excited to see the next 12 get worked up and how it's going to finish, especially once it gets blocked and stretches out. And I think this is going to be really, really nice. I'm so happy with the progress so far. Instead of working on my sweater like I said I was going to, I added to the scrunchies. There's a third one in my work bag. So I've now have three. This is with the Hirschner's yarn that I got last week. I don't know how I feel about this velvet. It pulls very, very easily, just slightly too much, and you have nothing but a string. And it makes fuzzes everywhere. Even just kind of right now, I'm a little extra fuzzes that were on it are coming off. But I really like how it worked up. And it is really soft. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again. I'm glad I got it on sale. I'm going to work up this and work up the peach, but I think that might be the the last time I get the Hirschner's velvet, at least for no, probably even for anything else. I think that's the last time I'll get the velvet. It the fuzz is too much. And the fact that if you really do pull, yeah, here's an end I need to get better. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can just, right, it took nothing. You can see how the entire end is just string. I can pull that there. Yeah, yeah. And I'll cut this little bit that was just from the weave in anyway. So I think they're fine from an integrity standpoint. I really like the way this green has worked up, and the sheen that you get with the velvet here. But I don't think I would buy that yarn again. Again, I'm still super happy with the baby blanket that I have, which is great because I've got, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4 skeins that are untouched, and I still haven't finished this one. They came in a mystery box that I got a couple years ago. So they've just kind of been waiting for a reason to be used, and I'm glad I have one. So I've got 6 scrunchies that would be available. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 headbands. This week, I definitely am going to make myself work on the sweater. I also worked up some prototypes for some projects that would be small things, not super high cost, because they don't take a lot of time and they don't take a lot of material. So I did spend a couple of nights working on that. Like I said, this week really turned into me just going fully into what my plans are for crocheting in 2026. So I had ideas of things that I wanted to try and make a pattern for and design. And I just said, okay, let's give it a go, at least for 2 items that are small that I can work on. And I was able to get an idea of what I wanted to do for each within one night. And I've got a list of other things that I would want to, well, one that I know I can make that I've already made before, or other products that I would like to figure out how I'd like to make them. I really am trying to approach things I would have for inventory as my own design. If I can sell my own designs, I would really like to. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I really appreciate it. Do all the things that YouTube wants you to, like, comment, subscribe, click that bell for notifications of when my videos drop. My planned schedule is Mondays at 4 p.m. That is when my previous videos, including this one, have dropped, and that is my plan going forward for my schedule. So Monday, 4 p.m., a new video will be waiting for you. But click the bell because there may be some surprise videos that happen in the future. Who knows? I want to know, what did you work on today? What did you snack on today? Because I've got some cheddar and caramel popcorn that has been staring at me right behind the camera, and I'm ready to enjoy. And I also want to know, what do you do when life feels like it's kind of spinning out of control and you need to get some of that control back? Today, spending the time with you all, being able to make this video, do a craft, even if it wasn't crochet, just talking about crochet related things and my journey going forward really helped recenter me, make me feel like I was making some choices for myself. And I really appreciate you guys giving me this platform to be able to do that. So I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.